Hi, my name is Eero Saunamäki and I'm a professional recorder player and teacher from Helsinki, Finland. On this video you will learn how to play Sandstorm by Darude on the soprano recorder. And what you will need is the instrument itself, a soprano descant recorder. It can be made out of wood or plastic, that's also fine. You will learn the notes, the rhythm, and then a little bit about tonguing or articulation and about how to blow to the instrument. So let's begin by blowing to the soprano recorder. You don't want to blow too hard, otherwise the sound will be quite harsh. What you can think about is that you are blowing soap bubbles like this. Or you can imagine that there's a feather hanging around in the air and you want to move the feather with your airstream. Then every note on the recorder begins with a consonant D. That's something that we say in the beginning of every note. So like this. So our tongue moves just behind our front teeth. Then let's talk about the four notes that we need here on Sandstorm. The first one is A and it's played like this, so you need to close the holes with your thumb, index finger and middle finger. And remember the nice blowing and then the articulation, the D. The next note is a D and you just remove thumb and index finger. Then close thumb again and then we'll get C. Close the rest of the fingers of the left hand except the pinky and we'll get the G. And lift up this finger. Then we are back in A. And let's practice a bit of these jumps from A to D, because that's a bit more difficult. And the jump from C to G. And that's it. Now let's play all the four notes. A, D, C, G, A, and then we'll jump to D and back to A again. So four different notes. Now we know all the notes that we need in Sandstorm, so now we need to learn the rhythm. And the rhythm goes like this. Do 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 do. And let's try this rhythm just on the note A. And now let's add all the notes that we learned a couple of minutes ago. So A, D, C, G, A, D, A, but with the rhythm we just did. And now we just need to speed it up a little bit to make it sound more like the original. So like this. So now we're kind of done. But if you want to move up to the next level and make it sound even more like the original, then we need to learn double tonguing. And as I mentioned earlier that every note begins with a D, now every other note begins with the D and every other note begins with the G or G, G, this guttural sound. So do-gu-do-gu-do. Or it can be also tuku-tuku-tu, it's that if that's easier for you. And the rhythm is duku-duku-du, duku-duku-duku-du, 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 duku-duku-duku-du. And let's try the rhythm with the double tonguing, so d, g, and with the note A. And if that's easy for you, then let's play the notes we need in this. So it was A, D, C, G, A, D, and back to A. And now with double tonguing, but not too fast. And now if we speed it up, then we can make it sound almost like the original. So like this. And if you really want to impress your family, friends, and maybe the teacher in your school, take another soprano recorder and put that to your right hand. And now put the pinkies below the instrument so that these precious instruments won't drop. And now that you know all the notes and the song with your left hand and the recorder on your left hand, then just make kind of a mirror image on your right hand and you're ready to make this stereo effect on Darude's Sandstorm like this. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe also to the channel. Have a nice week, everybody.